Good morning, students, and welcome back. So today, students, what I am going to cover up in this video, it is the revision work. Okay, so in the revision work, I am going to tell you about the pattern of the question paper which I am going to set for your unit test. Okay, for your upcoming test, which is on Monday. Okay, for that I am going to tell you that what would be the pattern of the question paper. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you about language. Okay, so what it will be unseen passage. Okay, you will get one or two types of unseen passage. So I hope you know what is unseen passage. Okay, there will be a passage, and then below that passage there would be some questions. Okay, and those questions are based from that extract. Okay, from that passage, in order to test your reading ability, whether you have understood or not. Okay, so the first question would be based on your reading skills. Okay, that would be your unseen passage. And then next question would be your writing skills. Okay, it would comprise of paragraph writing. So I would give you a paragraph writing about anything in about 100 to 120 words. Clear? So you have to cover up in 100 to 120 words. It doesn't bother if you have written something lengthy, okay, but try to write within the word limit. Okay, there would be word limit so that it would be easy for you to write. Fine? So number 2 question would be your paragraph writing. And then number 3rd would be your grammar section. Okay, so in grammar section it would be fill-ups. Okay, I would give you, like suppose, fill in the blanks with this interrogative sentences, or suppose if I give you fill in the blank with positives or quantifiers or anything. Okay, that means I'll give fill-ups. And then I can give you multiple choice questions. Okay, that means I'll give you a sentence and below there would be options. So from that options, 2, 3 or 4 options, whatever I see it is required, I would be giving you according to the question. Fine? So the next would be the multiple choice question. After that you will find pick out or underline. Okay, like suppose if I ask you pick out the quantifiers, or suppose if I say pick out the common noun or whatever according to your syllabus. Fine? So what you will do, you will pick out, but how would you define it? You would write those words separately. Understood? That means suppose if I have given you a sentence like pick out the proper noun from the following sentences, and then question number 1 is Solomon was known for his wisdom. Okay, so in that sentence what is proper noun? The proper noun would be Solomon. Like suppose this is Solomon. Okay, Solomon was known for his wisdom, so the proper noun is Solomon. So what would you do? You will take this Solomon and you will write down here separately. Okay, you will write answer number 1 Solomon. Fine? So this is what pick out or underline. Is it clear? And then after that I would be giving you true and false. Fine? Now don't think that this is your grammar. There won't be any true and false. There can be true and false. Like suppose if I ask you, let us just give an example of noun. Okay? So I'll say like suppose the noun is a pronoun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. So what it is the statement true or false? The statement is false, because pronoun is not the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, it is noun which is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. So in that way I can ask you true and false. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so now your grammar pattern is completed. Okay, so more or less this much I would be giving you. Fine? Okay, and then now let's come to literature. So in literature, I would be giving you fill-ups. Okay, that means fill in the blanks. And then next I would be giving you true and false. And make sentences. Okay, don't expect that I would be giving you anything from the notebook, whatever I have given you. Okay, usually I do not give all these things from the notebooks. I have to give everything from my mind. Okay, because I want to test your ability whether you have really understood or not. Fine? And even for that grammar also, grammar most of the time 90% of the question paper doesn't come from the notebook. Okay, so always remember that I never give from the notebook. I always give of my own. Okay, it is only very few that which may come from the notebook. Otherwise, I give from somewhere else. Okay, so in the same way, word meaning also. Okay, in literature, word meaning. Make sentences. Make sentences, I may give anything. Okay, and don't worry, it will not come out of your syllabus. It would come within your syllabus. Then the next would be your word meaning. This word meaning would be totally from your book and your notebook. Okay, it would be from your chapters. It will not be from anywhere else. Fine. Next, who said to whom? And who said to whom will also be from your book. Okay, maybe I would have not given you in your notebook. Okay, but I would definitely ask you in your exam in order to see whether you have understood or not everything about the chapter. From here, I would be able to understand whether you have watched the lecture videos properly or not. Fine? And then I may give unscrambled words. I'm not sure. I may give, I may not give. Okay? Unscrambled words. So what it is? So here in unscrambled words, I would be giving you some words which are jumbled up, mixed up. Okay? And then you have to unscramble and you have to make it a proper word. Okay, like suppose if I give you ant. Okay, what is the correct answer? A-N-T. But I would give you N-A-T. Fine, so you have to unscramble it and make it a complete and clear word. Fine. After that, I would be giving you extract based question. So extract based question is nothing but similar to your language part, unseen passage. Okay, unseen passage and extract based questions are similar. Okay, so what it is, in unseen passage we used to give you something from the anywhere. I can give you anything from the essays or something about the world, anything. But here in extract based questions, I would be asking you questions from the chapter itself. Okay, I won't be giving you from anywhere but from the chapter itself. Okay, so you would be getting one paragraph or two paragraphs, and out of that the questions would be asked. Okay, so that is called extract based questions or reference to the context. Clear? Next, 1 minute, let me adjust. Okay, and then the next would be question and answers. Okay, and here see, question and answer would be of three types as I usually give. Okay, it would be of three types. So the smallest would be of 1 marks, which would be the answer of one sentence. Okay, you have to answer in one sentence and it would be of 1 marks. And next I would give you answer in short, which would be of 2 marks. Okay, and for that you can write in 2 to 3 lines, and then or 4 lines, and then the last one would be answer in details. Okay, that would be more than 5 lines. Okay, and that would comprise of maybe 3 marks or 4 marks each. Fine. In that way I am giving you. I would be giving you according to the length of the answer. Fine. And don't expect every question and answers from your notebook. I can ask anything, even the lengthy questions from the book itself. Don't expect that whatever I have given you, I would be asking you only and only from there. No, it is nothing like that. I have explained you all the chapters and I can give anything, even the long answer or even extract based questions from anywhere within the chapter. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. And then the next I would be asking you moral based questions. That means moral of the story or central idea of the poem. Okay. If I, in the syllabus, if I have given you poetry, then you may even get central idea of the poem. Okay. Or I will give you moral of the story. Clear? And then the last one would be character sketch. Okay. That means you have to tell about a person about whom I would be asking you. So you have to define his character in your own words. Okay, what kind of a man was he? how was his behavior, what did he do, and what is his role in the chapter. Everything you have to mention about him. That is called character sketch. Okay, so all these things would be the pattern of your literature, and this is of your language. Fine? Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Okay, so now let us have a quick look at the revision work. Okay, let's have a quick look at the revision work. Number 1. State whether the following sentences are assertive, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory sentences. Okay, so here I'm just giving you an examples. Okay, this is just a rough work, revision work. Okay, so I'm just giving you 1, 1, 2, 2 examples. Okay, so what I want to tell you that this will be the pattern of the language paper. Fine. So again, state whether the following sentences are assertive, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory sentences. Fine. Number 1, please come in. So you have to tell whether this sentence is of what kind. Okay. Number 2, have you brought an umbrella? You have to find out what kind of sentences it is. Is it clear? Now next, number 2. Fill in the blanks with demonstratives. Okay. So here it comes from the chapter articles and determinants of kind. Okay. So fill in the blanks with demonstrative. So now what is a demonstrative? A demonstrative, remember what is a demonstrative? Okay, so demonstratives are words, or you can say quantifiers, which points to an object. Fine? Which shows by pointing at something. That is called demonstrative. Fine? Number 1. Dash flowers are beautiful. Okay. So what would be the answer? Those. Those flowers are beautiful. Or you can even write these. These flowers are beautiful. Because you have to find out the demonstrative. Okay. That means you have to point out and you have to tell the answer. It can either be those or these. Okay. But remember, it will not be this or that. Because this and that stands for singular, whereas those and these stands for plural. And since the question is plural here, because flowers are plural, okay, so the answer would be those or these. Fine? Next, number 2. I live in dash house. Now see here, we are talking about house. What is the subject here? House. So this subject is singular or plural? It is singular. So since it is singular, what would be the answer? The answer would also be singular. So you can write this or that. I live in this house or I live in that house. Clear to everyone? See here, the question is plural, isn't so? Because flowers means plural. So for plural, we are using plural demonstrative. That is those or these. Whereas in answer number 2, the statement is singular because the subject here is house, which is singular. So we will use singular demonstrative. That means this or that. I live in this house or I live in that house. Fine? Now next, question number 3. Choose the correct quantifiers. Okay? Here I am writing in short, but in exam I will give a detailed question. Like, choose the correct quantifier from the options given below. Okay, I'll give very clearly. So, number 1, I ate dash rice. So, according to sentence, what would be the correct answer? Few or some or quite? I ate few rice. No. I ate quite rice. No. I ate some rice. Okay. I ate some rice because rice is an uncountable noun. So with uncountable noun, we use some. Fine. I ate some rice. Okay, next. There are dash dogs in the street. All very many. There are all dogs in the street? No. There are very dogs in the street? No. There are many dogs in the street? Yes. So the correct answer is many. There are many dogs in the street. Okay, now see dogs. Okay, dog is countable noun. Okay, so we can use many. Okay, many can be counted. There are many dogs in the street. Okay, so about the quantifiers, I have already explained very well in the video. Okay, look at the video, previous video, and you will understand how are quantifiers used, when and where. Which quantifiers are used with singular, which are used with plural. Which quantifiers are used with countable nouns, which are used with uncountable nouns. I have explained everything in the video. Look at the video and then it will be very easy for you to find out the answer. Okay, next. Yes, the next is say true or false. Now see here, I have told you that in the pattern I have already explained you that don't be confused, that since it is a grammar exam is going on, there will not be any true and false. I said no, it won't be like that. So yes, so that I'm giving you with an example so that it will be easy for you. The old student, they are already habitual. Okay, I mean they know how do I set the question paper. But since the new children, they may be confused that how are true and false used in grammar. Okay, so that I'm explaining you here and you will see it. Now see here. Say true or false. Number 1. Quantifiers are words used to point to an object. Is the statement true or is the statement false? The statement is false because quantifiers are words used to point out to an object. No. What is the correct answer? It is what it is. I have just explained previously. Okay, it helps to point an object. What it is? Demonstratives. Okay, demonstrative are words used to point to an object. Okay, not quantifiers. So here I am asking you, quantifiers are words used to point to an object. So the correct answer is true or false? The correct answer is false. Clear? Next. An exclamatory sentence expresses some sudden feelings. Okay, exclamatory sentence. Remember what is an exclamatory sentence? It ends in an exclamation mark. Okay, it ends in a exclamation mark. So this mark always shows some sudden and strong feelings. Okay, so an exclamatory sentence expresses some sudden feelings. The correct answer is true. Okay, because it does show some strong and sudden feelings. Fine. Next. Now, pick out positives in the following sentences and write them separately. Okay, so I have given here this one. It is just exactly how I am going to give you in your exam. Okay, pick out positives in the following sentences and write them separately. Now see here, pick out means you just have to point out. But since it is an online exam, how would you pick out? It will be difficult for you. So what you have to do, I am going to write you practically, okay, and show you. This house belongs to my grandfather. So what is positive here? Positive here is my. Okay, because whose house? My grandfather's house. Okay, so my is answer. So how will you write? In exam you will write, okay, you will write answer and then you will give 1. Okay, answer 1. What is the answer? My. Yes or no? So you will write here my. Fine? Okay. Next. Now answer number 2. Answer number 2. Parents love their children very much. Okay. Parents love their children very much. So what is positive? Parents love whose children? Their own children. Okay. माँ बाप अपने बच्चों को बहुत प्यार करते हैं. किसके बच्चों को? अपने बच्चों को. Okay, that means there is positives. Fine. So here we will write answer number 2, What is the answer? There. THEIR. There. Fine, all of you? Okay. So here, this is how you will write the exam. Suppose if I have given you pick out, or if I have given you underline. Okay, even if I have given you underline the positives in the following sentences and write them separately, what would you do? You will underline it, okay, and write them separately. Clear? Okay. And beside this, you will be getting many other questions from the syllabus, whatever I have taught you. Okay, whatever I have taught you, it would come from there. Okay, this is just a rough revision work, just only to show you. Okay, so remember there are many others like articles I have not given here, a and the. Okay, and from the sentences also, sentences and its kind. Okay, I'm giving you 2 chapters. Study it very well, and then you will be able to give a very fair and a good exam. Okay, so I wish all of you a very good luck for your exam. Study hard and write well. Okay, and yes, remember that whenever you submit your paper, okay, always remember to click on the next button. Okay, the next button is something like this. Okay, click on the next button and then you will get question number 2. Like suppose you have written question number 1. Okay, you have attempt the answer. After that, click on the next button. Okay, you will find 2 types of button. This is the previous button and this is the next button. Next, and this is previous. 1 minute. Previous, previous. Okay, this is previous and this is next. So what you have to attempt the next question. Like suppose question number 2. And question number 2, suppose if you don't know question number 2, don't waste your time in thinking. Just go to the next button. Okay, click on the next button. Fine. And since you did not know question number 2, you have not attempt, write in a separate paper question number 2. That means you have to attempt this. ये करना बाकी है, ठीक है? So that it will be very easy for you. So after that you attempt next question, question number 3. Then after that here will be submit, SUBMIT, submit. Okay, this button will be clicked only when you appeared completely. When you will completely appear all the question answer, it may be 20 or 25 or 15 or 10, whatever, how many questions are there, okay, whatever questions are there. So when completing everything, after that you will click on this submit button. Fine, don't submit before, because if you submit this button, then your question paper would be closed and it would be deposited to us, हमारे पास आ जाएगा. ठीक है, तो पहले तुम्हें क्या करना है, आप लोगों को नेक्स्ट दबाना है. उसके बाद जब सारा आप लोगों ने कंप्लीट कर लिया, एग्जाम लिख लिया, उसके बाद सबमिट करना है. इज इट फाइन टू एवरीवन? ओके, डोंट मेक मिस्टेक. ओके, एंड स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल द बेस्ट. आई नो यू विल परफॉर्म वेरी वेल. Okay, since I am taking Zoom classes, I know that you are doing very good in English. I wish that you will score very good marks. Okay, all the best. Bye bye. Take care. Study hard.